we're going to make carameled popcorn. So let's get started. First of all, you're going to actually need 16 cups of popcorn. So you need to either pop it yourself or you can buy it already made. This is 16 cups right here. After you pop it, you want to put it in an oven at 250 degrees while you're making the next mixture. So this still is warm, so I'm just going to pop this into my bowl. Again, that was 16 cups of popcorn. Okay. And I'm using a very large stainless steel bowl. You can use any type of bowl that you want, but this is 16 cups of popcorn, which I had at 250 degrees for the last 2 or 3 minutes, just so that it's slightly warm to the touch. The next thing that you're going to need is a medium saucepan. I went ahead to speed this along a little bit, and I actually melted a half a cup or 1 stick of unsalted butter that I put in my pan. You're next going to put in actually a cup of brown sugar or light sugar. It's up to you, light or dark, of the brown sugar, and just combine that together. Now, of course, you can melt your butter in your pan, but I'm just showing you this because of the video. That's why I went ahead and melted it. So just combine that together. The next thing that you're going to put in is actually a half a cup of corn syrup into your pan. Now, you're going to be on the stove, of course, doing this. And you're going to be having this on about medium heat, combining all of this. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to put a half a teaspoon of table salt. Now, once you do this, put this, of course, this is on the stove. Bring it to a boil and let it boil for 5 minutes. You don't have to stir it or even touch it, which is really pretty easy to do. So just mix it on the stove, melt everything together. Once it starts to boil, then just leave it alone for 5 minutes. I have one on the stove already to show you. And here you go. It's been 5 minutes. It will look like this. It's very bubbly, frothy, and light. Now that was 5 minutes on the stove. When the 5 minutes is up, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to put in a half a teaspoon of baking soda and just mix that in your pot or pan. The last thing that you're going to put in is actually a teaspoon of vanilla. Now it's going to look like this, as you can see. Again, that was just 5 minutes, and then adding those other 3 ingredients, as you can see it. The next thing that you're going to do is just take your popcorn and start to pour that in your popcorn and start mixing it as evenly as possible all around. You want to get that all out of there, all out of your pan. This is really hot, so do be careful. And once you do that, then just keep mixing and stirring till all the 16 cups of popcorn have been coated with your caramel mixture. So you can see why you do need a big bowl to do this. Or you can use a roasting pan if you don't have a large size bowl. And it's going to take you at least two minutes or so just to get this all combined and then it's covered well. Now, if you want to go ahead and put nuts in, you can use peanuts, of course, as traditional. Use about a half a cup of peanuts and just start mixing those in so they distribute evenly. You could use any other type of nut that you prefer. I'll show you what this looks like once I get it mixed. The next thing you're going to do is actually have a pan ready that's been sprayed, or a cookie sheet that's been sprayed with your can of spray. Alright, I think this is mixed well enough. It looks pretty even coverage all over the popcorn. Just pick that up. Our counter's clean. And I'm just going to put a little extra spray on the pan. Then take your popcorn, pour it onto your cookie sheet or your pan. Get it all out. Try to even it out as best as you can. You can also use two 13x9 pans to do this. Now your oven has already been on at 250 degrees. So you're going to put this in the oven for 45 minutes at 250 degrees. And then about 2 to 3 times during that 45 minutes, just go in with your spoon and move the popcorn around as it's baking. Now once you do that and you take it out of the oven, I went ahead and made some to show you. It will look like this. And it usually takes about 15 minutes to cool on this pan. Now you can see the rich golden color that it comes out. Everything is crisp and dry, and then you just go ahead and start breaking it up with your hands, and of course put it in your favorite bowl. And there you have your own homemade caramel corn. Very easy to make, very quick to make, and inexpensive. Hope you try this recipe. Hope you like this one. And if you do, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.